It's often been said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So are Samsung really just copying Apple products? I think yes, and that's a good thing. Let me tell you why. Welcome, my name is Tuvia Pincus, and we talk all things product marketing and tech on this channel. The biggest phone creators, Samsung and Apple, have long battled each other, copying the best of both worlds to either device. And for the most part, that's been really good for both you and me as consumers, because at the end of the day, the best things are coming to us. So let them continue to battle. But these latest iterations from Samsung, particularly the new Galaxy Buds Pro and the Galaxy Watch Ultra, they are, well, quite literal carbon copies of what Apple has done with their AirPods Pro 2 and their Apple Watch Ultra. But for the most part, that's a really good thing. And if you want to know why, it's really down to what is called heuristics. They're the consumer behavior and choices that we all make each and every day based on a whole multitude of things. So let's dive into what could be behind Samsung's choices. But before we go any further, if you've got any value from this content, be that good girl or guy, give this video a like, comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos. Let me know what you think of Samsung's latest products. Did they copy Apple? If yes, would you buy one? Let's chat below. And so let's get in touch with what these heuristics are and why they are valuable to Samsung's marketing strategy. Let's first touch on social norms. For the most part, heuristics really help us make decisions every single day. They reduce all the noise around us and allow us to make those snap judgments when we need to. There's no point of us dilly-dallying and making 1,000 decisions by overthinking everything. And so that's when heuristics come into play. Now, obviously that can lead to adverse effects because you're making snap judgments a lot of the time. But for the most part, they help us get through our daily lives. And of course, all great marketers know this, and therefore they package their products and services very stealthily so that we will make a decision based on our previous judgments and interactions. Apple products have a huge share in the USA market, especially in the mobile phone market at 53% versus Samsung's 31%. This means that customers are more likely to purchase Apple accessories over Samsung as well. So why not pander to the Apple aficionados and turn your Samsung products into something that looks like Apple products? Because at the end of the day, if you're an Android fan or particularly a Samsung fan, you'd rather have your products look like an Apple product so you can fit in. Oh, and the other thing to remember, 80% of Gen Zs in the USA prefer iPhones. And as we look to market to the next generation, who will obviously have the most disposable income shortly, it's important that we are pandering to their needs and wants. So while Samsung have to pander towards their social norms using Apple products and aesthetics, there are two other key heuristics that may play a very big part into why Samsung have chosen their design format. So what are these two other heuristics? Well, it's confirmation bias and customer bias. This effect occurs when our mind seeks out, interprets, favors, and remembers information that conforms or strengthens our existing beliefs. Meaning it may not be an Apple product, but it damn sure is going to look like one. And this achieves two things. Number one, Apple products are known to be great value, both in the hardware and software department. So even though it may not actually be an Apple product, it conforms to that existing belief that their products are good, so if my product looks like it, it also must be good. And the second one is social status. Remember those Gen Zs again? Because you want to feel like you fit in it and are going around looking like an Apple aficionado, these new Samsung Buds and watches especially will make you fit into that Apple crowd like nothing before. And on the customer bias field, that really is a feeling of ownership that increases the perceived worth of an item regardless of its objective market value. We know that old story. People have a lot of inertia and they don't want to get rid of what they know works for them. So because of this, and to remove any barrier of entry, Samsung have decided they'll make their products look like Apple products so that you as a customer will perceive it to be an Apple product and therefore will be more inclined to go and purchase it. So if you went into a store and you wanted to purchase a Samsung phone because you like all their features, you now have an opportunity to have those accessories look exactly like those Apple ones. You feel comfortable with them, you feel aligned with them, and of course you can go out and buy them. And this sense of identity is nothing new to Samsung. If you look at the latest S24 lineup, the actual form factor of the phone itself is heavily leaning towards the iPhone 15 as well. And so just like their phones have conformed to the Apple aesthetic, now their accessories have too. Which now actually leads us to the most significant heuristic of all, and that is cognitive dissonance. So we've all been there. You know that feeling once you've purchased something, you've got home, you've taken it out the bag, and as you're about to take it out of its wrapping or remove that tag, you get that feeling, oh, was this the right decision? Should I have purchased this? And you really just want to turn around, go right back to the store and return it. If you're like me and you had that, that is called cognitive dissonance. Putting everything into the picture that we've just talked about, Samsung here are trying really hard to remove that objection by simply making your products look similar to Apple products. Because like we talked about, you want to fit in, have that social norm, make sure you're fitting into the crowd. And if you go ahead and you purchase a Samsung product, once you get home, there is that chance perhaps you want to go back and return it. So Samsung, with their hardware and of course software, have now tried to remove that barrier and given you a product that you're more likely to keep. I mean, we also have that action button, that quick button on the new Galaxy Watch Ultra. It's very reminiscent of the Apple Watch Ultra. In a similar vein, the Apple Watch Ultra is also made from titanium and it has dual GPS. And on the headphone side of things, you can see they look the same. Yes, there are slight differences from the ear tip to what they actually do, but for the most part, they both have active noise cancellation, both have great sound. But back to our cognitive dissonance heuristic. Through Samsung removing that potential objection, i.e. going out to purchase an iPhone by making your Samsung phone and now accessories look just like an iPhone, they're really going and doing all they can to make Android, and Samsung in particular, just that much easier for customers to go and purchase them. And of course, at the end of the day, if you love Android, but you want to kind of fit in, and unfortunately you have to do that in the US because the market share of Apple is just so big, well, this is a great option for you. So as you can see, Samsung's strategy is not just about copying Apple and making the same products, but it's rooted in psychology and consumer behavior. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course there'll be some great content coming out. And if you've liked this video, I'm sure you'll have a great time through this video that talks about all the fundamentals of marketing, and this video that talks about Apple's product marketing strategy. And as always, be that a good guy or girl, do an extra little good deed, bring a little more light in the world. Until next time.